Hello and welcome again to another screencast edition of Autodesk Maya. Today I'll be teaching you how to animate a character jump. So first of all, make sure you have at least a floor, a stage, background, and one other thing. Make sure you have a cube to make as like a building top from point A to point B to at least create that same character jump as efficiently. So of course I use the create and polygon primitives cube to set up to be my first step up right here. So of course, gonna resize that. Go here. Let's see, Z and X. So I'm gonna go for 0.5 and 0.5 on the jump. There you go. What I'm gonna do here is snap it to the bottom. Make sure it stands there. Once you have that, I'm going to snap this to the grid, and it should have it set up correctly. If I didn't, then it means I need to fix it. There. Let's try this again. Oops. There. We snapped it to the grid right here. I'll call this building. I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, to point B right here and get my Abigail mesh ready. Let's see, stage. First things first, let's hide this. There we go. So we show this back. Okay, character model. I'm going to move this up. That's always a good indicator where you need to be at. So once you already established this shot right here, make sure everything is set up appropriately to where you want your character to stand. So I want it to be at the edge right here and make this jump from point A to point B. Once you have that, please be sure to create a new project window. It's easy to do. All you have to do is create new and call this jump. Call this a jump sequence right here. Make sure you change your location to at least documents, my projects, and walk site and projects. Sorry. Now once you have that, all you have to do is pretty much press accept. So since I already have this, I don't have to worry. Now, as I stated before, be sure to have everything set from the beginning from 0. Just have enough right here where you want to have the extension from 200. But it won't take that much with a jump sequence. You could go for just 80 frames. Be sure that your frames is 30 frames per second, and also go to your animation preferences right here. Make sure, again, frame rate is 30 frames per second, and make sure it's set up to 30 frames per second times 1. So at least the speed is consistent. Once you have that, we're going to begin keyframing. Unlike the ball, you have more intricate toggles and nodes and controls that you have to work on. Considering it's a human being, you also have to take consideration of a few things. Gravity and secondary action, which is one of part of the 12 principles of animation. Of course, with the primary action, that's her moving her back down to create the forward motion and moving forward with her feet. Now you also have to think of secondary action of the arcing of the arms as she swings, um, thrust forth to go from point A to point B. So again, you'll have to have the ease in for the squash before she stretches out to jump. So once you have that, always take consideration. So rule of thumb, Make sure you select your root control right here. Always set up your keyframing right here. Same thing goes here, your L foot and R foot. That's the first setup that I recommend, but this concludes today's screencast tutorial of Autodesk Maya.